I'm going to make a longer video later, but I just really wanted to tell you something that was kind of funny and maybe help you with your Halloween costume if you do that. First off, when you asked, I was like, Merida from Brave, yay! But I don't know if people would think that's offensive over there, which I don't quite understand, but I don't want to like step on any toes, so I'm not just gonna leave it there. And if you don't want to go as Merida, you can pretend you're a Weasley, which is always cool and always appropriate. And you could go as Han Solo again, because that was really cool. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Probably the sexiest Han Solo I know. Just saying. Anyway, I was making a video earlier that it was too long, so I was just gonna give you a little something before I make a little bit longer of a video. Anyway, I don't know why I'm whispering either. Am I whispering? I don't know. Anyway, so today my Western Civilization class is the best class ever. Like, oh my goodness. And just everything funny happened in that class today. So I will tell you what happened. First, our teacher's like, we're gonna watch a short clip of a film about Greek engineering because we're studying like Greece and we're about to study Rome. And he fiddled with the video for about half an hour, at which point I pulled out my book and I'm just like, reading. This is awesome. And then after a bit, he was like, I'm done. So he stopped fiddling with the video and he's like, we are now going to talk about Rome. I'm like, yay, Rome. So, the first thing he told us was that Rome is usually looked at in two different lights. One, Rome the Republic, and the Roman Empire. And like, he's like, you don't hear much about Rome the Republic, do ya? I was like, no, not really. Like, mostly hear about the Empire. And he said, now, I know if I ask you guys to name a Roman emperor, you're going to tell me Julius Caesar. And I'm going to be like, wrong! Because technically, Rome was considered a republic when Caesar was hanging out as their supreme dictator. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but it does. So, and then he asked us what year Julius Caesar was assassinated, and I was just like, no idea. No idea. I was gonna guess like 197 AD. And then like nobody answered. So then he's like, does anyone know what month he was murdered? And I was just like, March 15th? After like a really long silence. And he was like, he was very impressed and gave the entire class a half point of extra credit. And then he asked me what year, and I was just like, I have no idea. I have no idea. And when nobody knew, he told us it was 44 BC. I was way off. Way off. Anyway, so then we're talking about stuff, and he's talking about how Rome went from a republic to an empire. And he says, like, where else have we seen this? Where else is this pretty common? Or, not common, but, like, where else in history have we seen this? And a bunch of people were, like, saying answers, and I said in a decently normal voice, Star Wars? And I don't think anyone heard me, because if someone had heard me, I'm pretty sure they would have laughed. And nobody laughed. But then again, maybe they knew. I don't know. But anyway, so Star Wars and Rome a lot alike from my perspective. Anyway. And then later we're talking about the presidential debate that should be going on tonight that I am going to watch. A little bit of, at least. Because I am interested in that. We're talking about, like, the average age, like, Americans are okay with the president. Like, you can't be president. The youngest a president can be is 35. But we've never had a president that young. And, like, the youngest our presidents have been, like, in their mid to late 40s. And, like, he asked us, like, what age are you most comfortable with, like, our president? And a lot of people are just like, late 40s, early 50s. And he's like, and that is partially why McCain did not do well. And we're like, huh? He's like, he was almost 70, guys. And I'm like, Sarah Palin made up for it. So then we're talking about how Ryan, Romney's running mate, kind of looks like a second grader. And people are kind of ripping on him because he looks like a second grader, which I don't mind. But, so, they're like, would you rather have him too young or too old? And I'm just like, and we're talking about Biden, and they're like, Biden is quite a bit older than Obama. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, what does Biden look like to you? Like, how old do you think he is? And somebody said, he looks pretty good. I mean, he looks kind of like in his, like, mid-50s. And somebody's like, nah, he looks like 62 or something. And, like, I don't actually know his age, but I just kind of, the topic was basically closed. But then I, like, kind of raised my hand and I'm just like, he looks like a young McCain. And that kind of made the whole class laugh, which made me feel good. They laughed at something. And then my teacher points to me and says, this young lady's going into politics. And I was just like, well, that's what my best friend's doing. But then it was just kind of like, what did I say? I didn't say anything remotely political or important. But I don't know. It kind of made me feel good. And that's it for now. I will figure out Skype and do that because there's something I wanna talk to you about. Not on this. Like, I don't want it to be public. Clem and I are gonna go visit Ivy this Saturday down at Interlaken, and that should be cool. Let's see if I can make, like, a little video while we're there, or just make a really cool one after we come home. I'm gonna make another one, so you can wait, because I have some more stuff that I want to tell you, but put together in one video would have been too long, so expect another one decently soon. Love you, bye.